A very good morning from Calcutta. This is Souvik. You are watching Souvik Says. And as you can see, it's a pretty rainy day. I'm out on a ride. Well, not a, let's say, one that I chose to, but one that I had to. And why did I say that? Well, you'll get to know about it as we go. Oh, well, we are stuck in a traffic for the last 40 minutes. I wasn't allowed to take the usual route because apparently there's a lot of waterlogging on that route as well. And here starts the waterlogging. Let's see if I can cross the stretch without putting my leg down. Seems highly unlikely, but I'll try to maintain a slow pace and cross over this river. Uh-oh! And my shoes are getting wet. So, mission passed. Respect. There's some more of it, but I'm trying to keep to the right. Things like these tend to sap out the energy. It's not about riding long distances, it's about navigating these difficult situations. Well, here we are. I couldn't record a lot of the way because it was raining and I couldn't risk getting the camera wet because I don't have the door over the USB-C port, and that reduces the water resistance of the camera. But now it's not raining anymore, so yeah, I just stopped by the road to get the camera on the helmet. I'm getting ready, and this is what my luggage setup for the day looks like. I have a duffel bag that's tied down by bungees. I have the Kombu magnetic tank bag, and I also have a backpack on my back. So yeah, that's where we are. Let us go. The reason why I had to stop by and get the camera on the helmet is to check the sound, how well the new setup that I'm trying is recording while I'm on the highway. It worked pretty well in the city when I did a quick ride on the night, but the traffic wasn't that great at that point in time, and I really couldn't make out whether the sound will be as good when riding on the highway at, let's say, cruising between 80 and 100. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, so I'm cruising at close to 100 right now. I can hear a lot of wind inside the helmet. There are vehicles that I am passing by, vehicles that are overtaking me as well, so I'm not sure how well the new setup is going to capture the sound. I'm hoping it works because I've already done too many permutations and combinations. I really want this one to work. Okay, so the rain liner's gone. Took a breather and we are ready to go. Let's go. Oh, it feels so good. Getting air on your body through the mesh. Whew. Feels so bloody nice. And we have entered Durgapur officially. Now home will be approximately an hour from here, provided that there are no further hold-ups on the road, which I doubt will be the case. I mean, I hope it will not be the case. Well, the sky is still pretty grey, but looking at the condition of the road, it's bone dry. I'm assuming that there has been no rainfall, and hopefully by the time I reach home there will be no rainfall. And that's good news on another aspect as well. If there is no rain, hopefully the airport waterlogging situation gets taken care of and we are able to travel tomorrow. Because if that doesn't happen, it will mean a lot of headache in terms of rescheduling and stuff, and I'll also have to figure out the arrangement at work, you know. And you know what the funny part is? I've been talking so much, I don't even know if the sound is getting captured properly. If it doesn't, all of this blabbering, this waste of energy that I am doing in terms of talking goes down the drain. And that happened last week, you know. Rahul and I, we went on a breakfast ride. On the way, I did quite a lot of talking, and when I checked the footage later on, it was all a mess because I was using the mono mic at that point in time and it captured nothing. Well, it was not silent, it just captured a lot of interference. So if the same thing happens, that was like a 2-hour ride. This one has been close to 4 hours. So yeah, a wastage of energy in the same magnitude. And as soon as I let go of the rail liner, it got gloomier. That's God's way of playing a joke on me. But yeah, as I said, you know, if it rains, I won't bother. I'll probably stop just to get the camera off the helmet and put it back in my pocket or in the bag. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not going to get the rail liner on again because that's too much of a hassle. I know the road around here, I know it's not too bad up ahead, so I'm still maintaining a decent speed. Wherever I know that the road is not good, I will slow down for sure. The fun part is that my chin curtain was soaking wet when it was raining, and it has been dry for such a long time, and I've been riding and there has been quite a lot of wind passing through. So the chin curtain has also dried up, making the helmet a bit comfortable to wear. So we are at a place called Bhiringi Mode at Durgapur. So we'll not cross Bhiringi Mode, as in we'll just bypass it through this flyover. But the vehicles that are going this way will be going towards Bhiringi Mode. Also, I realized something, you know, in terms of a shortcoming in me in terms of a motovlog or a wannabe motovlog, which is my inability to focus on my surroundings other than the traffic straight ahead. You know, there can be some very good sceneries passing by. I will probably not even look at them. Well, there is a bridge up ahead that crosses the highway, and this place is known as the main gate, or the Durgapur main gate, which is what we are going to cross right now. And once we cross that, we would have crossed the most populous area of Durgapur. We would be at the outskirts of Durgapur, and the very next thing after the main gate would be the approach road to the airport. I think looking at it will give me a good idea, if I can see, that is. It will give me an idea whether the road is, you know, waterlogged or if it's dry, which will be again an indication of what my luck is going to be like for tomorrow. See, and this is what I was talking about, right? It's pretty okay when you are riding at normal speed, but at these speeds, the highway speeds, that is. There is a lot of wind noise inside the helmet. You know, it's a constant whoosh that happens inside the helmet, and that potentially also causes, to a certain extent, a lot of the interference and the issues with the audio. Well, if it was a GoPro, I'm not sure if it would have been any different, but yeah. See, there is Durgapur Airport. 8 kilometers from here. You have to take a right from underneath the next flyover. We're going to take the flyover. We're not going to take the right because we're not trying to go to the airport right now. No rough drive, and I agree with you, Mamta Didi. There's a poor fellow. We'll probably not be able to see the airport approach road because we crossed the airport approach and it doesn't seem to work, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. The entry to the city is, that's one of the main entries. There's another one, so we are not going to take this one. We are going to go straight ahead. As you can see, the board says that you take a left for Asansol. That's about 8 kilometers from here. This takes you through the busy part of the town, which is the market area, and my place is beyond that, so I wouldn't want to face the stop and go traffic, right? So we're going to take the other major exit or entry to the city, which is from the side of the Asansol Engineering College. So this road on the left, it takes you to Asansol. Going straight lets you continue on the highway. An uncle's riding without a helmet. He has a helmet on his hands. I don't know, he's trying to protect his elbows probably. Nonetheless, yeah, so we're going to go straight, and there's the Asansol Engineering College. That's where we will be making our entry into the city from. That's closer by to my place and avoids the more crowded areas of the town by bypassing it and taking the highway. So enjoy the ride, guys. Enjoy the ride. Usually if I'm driving, I take the road at the top. But yeah, it's a bit broken, so maneuvering on a two-wheeler will be difficult, which is why I decided to take the road from here. I smell a lot of corruption. These are the police folks. They stand at these signals, trying to stop the commercial vehicles, trying to, find loopholes in some form or the other, and then take some bribe from them. Like you can see here, probably. See, they are stopping this car, and they will seek bribes. But that's okay, not my problem. The fuel situation is still okay. I can reach home, but I don't want to make the bike stand there with low fuel, because there's a chance that the fuel tank gets corroded if it's empty. So I'll probably fuel up. There is a fuel station right at the place where we are going to leave the highway and enter the city. So I'll probably stop by and get my fuel from there. We are doing pretty okay on time. It's almost 1. I was aiming to reach by 1, which I... Oh no! Let me check if everything is in its place. Yeah, it is. All good, all good. You didn't know why I was a bit jittery, because I felt something hit my leg and it seemed like something fell off from the bike. So I was just checking if I have everything on the bike, which I apparently do. My tank bag here, I can feel the duffel bag, and my backpack here as well. A GT 650. Doesn't sound good without a DB killer, my friend. You might think it makes you look cool. Truth is, it doesn't. It just makes you look like an a-hole. So we're gonna take the left. That's the exit. Saying goodbye to this great highway. Now we're entering the city. Welcome to Asansol. Now again, see, it became 3. Let it be. I'll not fuel up. I'll just go home directly. I'm not feeling it right now with so many luggage and stuff. I'll probably take the bike out in the evening. And see, this is the fuel stop I was talking about. I will come back here in the evening and get this filled, because I don't feel like. And we are at Asansol, the city of brotherhood. It's very small when you compare it to Calcutta, but this is where I did my schooling, this is where I grew up, so it definitely has a special place in my heart. As I said, no, this is where I feel like I'm at home, not Calcutta. Why would you stop in the middle of the road, my friend? Why? Well, if life isn't a set of misadventures, I don't know what is. So yeah, the last footage that you saw was of me traveling to Asansol from Calcutta. That was, I believe, on the 3rd of August. And today is the 5th. And since you are seeing me on a bike, it means that, yeah, the flight, the ill-fated flight that I was talking of, and the condition of the airport, all of my apprehensions came true, and now the flight got cancelled. I had to get it rescheduled, and my trip now is scheduled for the 19th, and therefore I'm on my way back to Calcutta now. So yeah, that's what it is. So, hop along for the ride, enjoy everything that I'm gonna go through in my ride. Well, early morning, about 7:40 a.m. and the highway is already pretty busy, right? It's a Monday morning, so yeah, most probably people are commuting. I don't think they'll be commuting to work this early in the day, but yeah, I think it's mostly kids on their way to school and more so, let's say, business folks who would have to buy raw materials and stuff, and people, let's say, who run restaurants and stuff will have to buy their veggies and all of that, and people going to the market for their daily needs as well. So that's, I believe, a majority of the current population that you see on the road right now. And there are a few, the outliers, that is folks like me who are traveling long distance. And these barriers, I tell you, these are a menace to society. They pop up all of a sudden and they break your entire rhythm for no good reason, that is. Now we are getting some decent free stretch of the highway. So yeah, I'll focus on the highway, I'll enjoy the ride. You guys stay along. About to enter Raniganj, which is one of India's biggest coal mining townships. I believe after Ẓтαя in Jharkhand, Raniganj would be the biggest. It's the second largest in my, as far as my knowledge goes. So we are about to enter, or rather bypass the town. If you decide to enter it, it's pretty congested. Not a good experience, but yeah, the flyover is pretty decent. You kind of bypass the entire town. You see, these vehicles going in are going to Raniganj, and we are going straight ahead. Now this is the airport that I was supposed to be traveling out of, which faced operational issues and had to cancel my flight. But yeah, see, look at the road, look at the weather, the sun is shining, the road is dry. I don't know what caused all of this hoopla around water entering the airport. That took just a couple of days of rain. That puts a very big question on the competence of the authorities and how they have designed the sewage system and the drainage system around these parts. It isn't supposed to be like this. I've lived in Delhi NCR. I know Gurgaon gets flooded even after half an hour of rain, but that's because their drainage system sucks, and whatever drainage is still available is clogged by rampant usage and disposal of polythene. It gets stuck in the drains, it gets stuck in the sewer lines, and that is what causes all of these challenges, at least in Gurgaon. Around these parts of the world, rains are such a common phenomena. It's not like Gurgaon where you get rains maybe twice in a monsoon, right? It is supposed to rain in these parts, and if a couple of days of heavy rain results in water getting into an airport, and when I say getting into an airport, it's not like the floors were wet and stuff, right? It was water above your ankle consistently throughout the entire airport, including the tarmac. So yeah, I don't know what's wrong and what needs to be done to fix it. I'm sure the authorities are competent enough to figure that out. And yeah, they should be the ones to decide on the correct course of action. And I do hope from the bottom of my heart that it is in their interest to plan things better and get things done in a much better fashion. And before things get political and people bash me for supporting one political party over another, let me call it out. I'm not defending the fact that Gurgaon gets waterlogged, and that too when it rains just for a couple of days. It's equal hassle. It's just that since I don't live in that part of India anymore, it is really not that big of a concern to me. If I was there and I was facing the waterlogging issues and I was facing issues with vehicles stalling on the road, huge jams and stuff, I would have complained. I wouldn't have talked about how a couple of days of heavy rainfall in Asansol and Durgapur is causing waterlogging inside the airport, because that wouldn't have concerned me, right? So it's every citizen's right to question and hold the authorities accountable. I will do that for the parts where I live in and the parts which affect me, and you can do it for your your own parts, the parts that you belong to. And it's not limited to India. You can question the authorities, you can question the government and hold them accountable at any part of the world where democracy exists. If it's an autocracy, it's a regime, honestly, you don't have much to say because you're at the government's mercy. But other than that, yeah, if it's a democracy, that's what the core definition of a democracy is. And saying or thinking that you're not allowed to question or hold people accountable for their job, their actions, nah, that's not what my thought process is. Okay, enough of political talks with Souvik. Let's focus on the road. Let's enjoy the ride and not sour our mood by talking polarizing stuff. That's not what this channel is about.